Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Black Beer Hunter coming at you again, and I'm here to talk about um, a beer that I found while I was down in Richmond looking for the GBS variants, which you see here in the background. Say hey. So the beer in question that we're talking about, or that we're here to talk about, is Brouwerj van Steenberg. It's a Belgian triple out of Belgium. Like I said, it was sold in Lidl markets. I was really surprised. It was really affordable. I mean, I'm talking like $8 affordable for a 4 pack at 10.5% ABV. Awesome. So if you've never heard of Van Steenberg, they're pretty much, I would say they're probably one of the largest breweries in Belgium, and they export like 80% of their product. In it was basically, I guess on paper, it's centuries old. I mean, it goes back, I guess they said on paper they've been around since 1784, as far as like selling to the masses. But this is a farm-based brewer that basically have probably been around longer than that, brewing for personal consumption. Wow. I mean, that's the only thing you could really say, you know. And the one significant thing about them is that they produce their own yeast, which is a really big deal in this market. They don't have to rely on anybody. You know, they don't have to share out any information. They don't have to rely on anybody to produce the yeast. They know exactly what they want to do and how they want to do it. So with that being said, yeah, I was just caught up by, you know, the look. You know, it's a really nice presentation, pretty straightforward. I really like the little carton that it came in. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave this intact so I can take it apart and pop one of these jokers, one of these bad boys. So let's see here. I guess maybe just. This thing is childproof. Oh, there we go. Nice packaging. Efficient, straightforward. I love efficiency. So, here we go. Nice. And you know, and I normally hate most 4 packs or 6 packs where they attach to the top of the bottle, because normally when you carrying it, you might lose one. Yeah, I've had that happen to me a few times. But yeah, here we go. Like I said, Belgian triple, 10.5% ABV, out of Belgium. Oh, wow. Ertvale, Belgium. Nice. Okay, so we need our precious tool so we can take this apart. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, the good stuff. Let's see. Oh, what? Okay. Now, just from the smell, I get really great expectations. And so there was another beer that I bought at Lidl. And I mean, Lidl, I guess, would be the equivalent of not Harris Teeter, not Whole Foods. It's like a cheaper version of Whole Foods, but it would be more like Aldi's. But the only cool thing about it is everything in that market is normally local to wherever the Lidl sits. So the vegetation is all from, like in that case, I was in Virginia, so everything was from Virginia. Even the packaged foods were all from Virginia. It was a really nice market. But with the beers, when I was researching the beer that they actually carry in their market, a lot of the beer in the market was direct to Lidl. And a lot of people were saying that it's kind of like a crapshoot. You might get a good beer out of there. Sometimes you might get, just some swill. So at the end of the day, I was like, hey, $8.50. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. So here we are with this beer. I just cracked it. And oh man, I mean, like there's a couple beers that I've had, like Chimay and Straffe Hendrick, and a couple Belgians out there that the smell's pretty close. So I'm going to cross my fingers. We're going to pour this and try and get a nice pour. Got that. Ooh, look at that. Nice tan head. Oh man, that's so pretty. Look at that. Nice and bright. Oh man, this is a really good presentation. It's a nice full head. It's pretty color. Look at that. It's got like a chestnut highlight, bronzy, coppery. Oh man, it looks so good. Wow. So a great presentation. Really good looking beer. Let me see. Let's check out the aromas. Oh, nice and complex too. Like the aromas, you get like a little spice, a ton of fruit, candy sugars, candy fruit. Like, oh my gosh. So best way to know exactly what we have here is to take a taste. So cheers, YouTube. Okay, so really light. You got the carbonation on it, but it's a really easy drink because of the dark fruits and the candy sugar. You got a really light spice, kind of bready. I mean, it's complex. I like the beer. I like a beer like that when it's complex but straightforward. I mean, you get a lot of layers to it, and sometimes it just feels so direct. Like they just look to make a really pleasant drink, a really pleasant beer. I mean, and it lingers. Like you like I said, you see the lacing, you see how creamy the head looks. It's hanging around. It's not receding really fast. Like I would say it's a quality beer compared to the store that I bought it out of. Like the store is a quality store. Sorry about that. It's a quality store, but a lot of the things, the prices are extremely cheap. But this beer is really, it's surprising. It's a real surprising. I mean, I guess that's why, like my title says, I'm the black beer hunter. So I go out looking for a beer and I might stumble across something special. And this is actually something special, a really good find. Like I said, $8.50 for a 4-pack, a Belgian triple 4-pack. Most Belgian triples you get a hold of that's on the lower end price wise, they're not normally, the quality is not really that great. But this one in particular is awesome. Like this is a really good, this is actually very good. So I don't know what else to say. Okay. I guess if you have a Lidl near you, or matter of fact, I guess you could just go to Untapped or beer menus, whichever one you use. Do a search on this beer, and I say find it and try it. You can't get hurt for a couple dollars. Yeah, so I'll be back again with some other reviews. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and crush this beer. Cheers, YouTube.